He stands tall and imposing, a spectre lurking in the darkness. Slenderman, a creature born from the internet's darkest corners, is the stuff of nightmares. He towers over men, a looming giant at 8 feet tall and weighing an unnatural 386 pounds. His body, if you can call it that, is unnervingly thin. Like a skeleton draped in a black suit and tie, he blends into the shadows, his long arms hanging down by his sides. But the most unsettling thing about Slenderman is his face, or rather, the lack thereof. Where a nose, eyes and mouth should be, there's only smooth, pale skin. It's a blank canvas that reflects the terror of those who are unfortunate enough to see him. He is a creature of the shadows, lurking in the periphery of your vision. You might catch a glimpse of him in the dense woods, a tall, dark figure obscured by trees. Or perhaps you'll see him in the window of an abandoned building, his featureless face staring back at you from the darkness. He's always watching, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Slenderman is a reminder that there are things in this world that we cannot explain. He is a symbol of our deepest fears, a creature of pure terror that preys on our vulnerability. He is a reminder that even in the age of information and technology, some things are best left unknown. Slenderman is not a creature of brute force. He doesn't need sharp claws or teeth to instill fear. Power lies in his ability to manipulate the mind, to twist your thoughts and perceptions until you can no longer trust your own senses. He is a master of psychological torture, stalking his victims months before making his move. He appears at the edge of their vision, just out of reach, a fleeting glimpse that leaves them questioning their sanity. The longer he watches, the more paranoid they become, sleep by nightmares of his faceless visage. As their grip on reality loosens, he invades their waking thoughts too. Objects move on their own. Electronic devices malfunction. He plants seeds of doubt and fear, feeding on their terror until their minds break. Some victims, driven mad by his relentless torment, vanish without words, drawn by an unseen force, never to be seen again. Others are found in catatonic states, their eyes vacant, their minds shattered beyond repair. Those who claim to have seen Slenderman up close to the abyss of his facelessness rarely speak of their experience. They are left with a profound sense of dread, a chilling emptiness that whispers of the true horror that lies beyond our understanding. Born in the depths of the internet, Slenderman's story is a testament to the power of collective imagination. What began as a creepypasta, a fictional horror story shared online, quickly spiraled into a viral phenomenon. He became a blank canvas onto which people could project their deepest fears, each retelling of his legend adding another layer to his unsettling mythology. Soon, Slenderman leaped from the digital world into the realm of video games, further solidifying his place in modern horror. In these games, players often find themselves lost in dark, oppressive forests, the air thick with a sense of dread. The gameplay often revolves around collecting clues, often in the form of children's drawings that hint at Slenderman's presence. As the player progresses, the encounters with Slenderman become more frequent, more intense. The screen distorts, the sound crackles, and the player's vision blurs, simulating the feeling of his mind-bending influence. The objective is often not to defeat him, for he is an entity beyond our comprehension, but to simply survive his onslaught. Popular games like Slender, The 8 Pages and Slender, the Arrival developed by Parsec Productions and Blue Isle Studios respectively, captured the chilling essence of the Slenderman mythos. These games, with their minimalist graphics and terrifying sound design, tapped into a primal fear of the unknown, proving that sometimes the simplest stories are the most effective. Slenderman's transition from online folklore to video game antagonist demonstrates the power of the internet to birth new forms of fear. He is a modern-day boogeyman, a digital phantom that haunts not only our screens, but also our collective consciousness. A faceless horror in the shadows. In 2014, the fictional horror of Slenderman bled into reality in the most terrifying way imaginable. Two 12-year-old girls in Waukesha, Wisconsin, lured their friend into the woods and stabbed her repeatedly. Their motive, they claimed, was to appease Slenderman and become his proxies, or servants. The victim, also 12 years old, miraculously survived the attack. She crawled to a nearby road where she was discovered by a cyclist. The two girls who carried out the attack were apprehended shortly after. During questioning, they revealed a chilling narrative of delusion and obsession. They believed that Slenderman was real, that he lived in the woods near their homes, and that he demanded sacrifices. The case sent shockwaves through the nation, highlighting the dark side of internet culture and the potential dangers of blurring the lines between fantasy and reality. It sparked a debate about the influence of online horror on young minds and the responsibility of parents and educators to monitor children's internet usage. Both girls were ultimately found not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. They were committed to mental health institutions where they remain to this day. The Waukesha stabbings serve as a chilling reminder that the stories we consume, especially those rooted in horror and the supernatural, can have a powerful and sometimes dangerous influence on our perceptions of the world. The tragedy in Waukesha is a stark reminder that even though Slenderman may be a fictional creation, the fear he represents is very real. It is a fear of the unknown, the unseen, the things that lurk at the edge of our understanding. And sometimes that fear can drive us to do unspeakable things.